Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to Akhman Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. And, despite what I said yesterday, some things popped up in the news today, and it looks like I am going to do a judgment report on the phone. Yesterday I mentioned that I don't really like doing the judgment reports on the phone because I like to have a computer, but I couldn't, Spirit was on me, man. I couldn't just, deny it. I had to do it, despite it being on a phone. But, some crazy stuff in the news, man. And just the other day we were talking about landslide. It just keeps happening, man. It just keeps happening and keeps happening. We're going to see more and more of it. But this one's more judgment report focused, getting the scriptures, that we get. Of course, with the nature of them, all the judgment reports are pretty similar in scriptures. I try to get some variation in there, but of course, it's judgment scriptures, so we're going to be talking about judgment. And we have a couple of those scriptures that are frequently used. So this is the judgment report for May 26, 2024. And we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Slide you for that. And so we're going to start off with, this one's the one that popped up. I'll get this. But this is 27. But the other one's way, way, way more higher of a death toll. And we only got two articles for today. But we'll start with this one since this is the one that popped up. It says, a fire in Western India amusement park kills at least 27, police say. The park in the city of Rajkot in Gujarat, and I'm probably fucking up how that's pronounced, but, it is what it is. It says, state is usually packed with families with children enjoying the school summer vacation over the weekend. And, man, first, right off the bat, an amusement park in India sounds like a fucking death trap, man, because the infrastructure there and how they build shit is terrible. Buildings always crumbling down. Their wires are just intertwined, and they can't drive. It's dangerous. I would not. Hell, man. There's certain rides I wouldn't ride at an amusement park in America. All right, let alone any ride in India. Hell, you could sit on the fucking the tilt-a-whirl, and all of a sudden that shit could eject and spin you out into space. Who knows, man? Gravitron just takes off. All right, starts spinning around in the air and shit. All right, the Ferris wheel fucking just falls off its beams and starts rolling through town. Oh, fuck that, man. That shit in India, man. They don't have they're like, I don't think it's like OSHA, but they don't have regulations like building regulations like America does, right? That shit's just two guys, Hajib and Hajab, can go and fucking build an amusement park and just open it up, and it'll be good as done. All right, you can let people in, start charging attendance and admittance. So, hey, man, I wouldn't trust it, but. And now these people, some fire, it was probably bad wiring because they fucking wired it up some type of stupid way. But it's all because the Lord wanted it to have that way. He wanted it to be that way. So it says, the site of the fire accident on the following day of the disaster at an amusement park in India's Gujarat state on May 26, 2024, which I believe is, let me just say that was today, or May 26th. Yeah, so today. So that's a video. That's a photo from today, which I don't know how their time works. Yesterday might have been our today, because, they're a whole different time zone. So this might have been technically yesterday, but they're a day ahead of us, maybe. So it says, New Delhi, a major fire broke out Saturday at an amusement park in Gujarat state in western India, killing at least 27 people, including several children, police and media reports say. The fire erupted at the park in the city of Rajkot in Gujarat state. Police Commissioner Raju Bhargava said that the blaze was under control and rescue operation was underway. Police officer, and it's probably I wonder if it's gonna make me try to get a membership here. Police officer Vinayak Patel said that it was difficult to identify the bodies. That means they were mangled, man. It means they were really mangled, right? It says. Police said they have detained the owner and the manager of the amusement park for questioning as they launched an investigation in the case. So far, we have confirmed the death of 27 persons in the fire incident. The Press Trust of India news agency quoted Patel as saying, adding that the death included 4 children under the age of 12. It says the park is usually packed with families and children enjoying the school summer vacation over the weekend. Footage showed firefighters clearing the debris around collapsed tin roof structures that media reports said were used for bowling, go-karting, and trampoline attractions. It says the amusement park was privately owned by Yuvraj Singh Solanki, and Bhargava said the police would file a case of negligence against him. We will be registering an offense for negligence and the deaths which have occurred. Further investigation will take place once we complete the rescue operation, he said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi wrote on X that he was extremely distressed by the fire, and Rajkot, my thoughts are with all those that have lost their loved ones. Prayers for the injured. Of course, the prayers over those idols, right? Those idol prayers, right? So it says, fires are common in India, where builders and residents often flout building laws and safety codes. See, we just mentioned that. So I guess they do have some type of codes. It's just, they just fucking don't pay attention to them ever. So, hey, man, that's 27 people dead. Fire is a terrible way to go, man. Fire is a terrible, terrible way to go. So let's get Psalms 9 and 16. All right. It says, Psalms 9 and verse 16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higyon Selah. And you got to realize over there in these places like fucking India, there's just a video that was put out not too long ago by brother Raila Yasharala Yahawashai is coming back 144,000, right? And he had a video where they calling that one guy, I think he was a soccer player over there, calling him a monkey and all these different names. They hate Jake over there, man. They hate Jake. So hey, man, they can get it. They can get it. We don't have any sympathy or remorse, for a couple of fucking camel jockey ass motherfuckers, man. We don't. They're wicked. They hate our people, and hey, man, they wouldn't feel any remorse for it if it was us. So we don't feel any remorse for them, man. They're wicked. All right, these are heathens we're talking about. It's not like it's Jake. All right, it's not like it's it can be sad that there was. It's like it can be sad that there was children involved, but hey, at the end of the day, those children were innocent. All right, whoever perished being innocent, those children were wicked as well, man. They came back in past lives. Guess what? Over there in India, they believe in past lives as well. So they can't even say, oh, there was no such thing as past lives. No, they believe it over there. Okay? But their version of past life, some fucked up, confused ass bullshit. All right, biblical reincarnation in past lives is much more straightforward, and you can explain it through the scriptures. Their version is, oh, you'll come back as a butterfly. No one's comes back as a fucking butterfly, man. That makes no sense. All right, that doesn't make any sense. All right, you always come back in your lot. If you're a man, you come back as a man. You're a woman, you came back as a woman. You're a preacher, you came back as a preacher, right? If you're always in your lot, you're a butterfly. Go ahead and start flapping, motherfucker. Let's see you fly. It ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Okay? Because you always come back in your lot, and your lot, when you were back in your past life, you weren't no fucking butterfly. Okay? You weren't. You were the same Elamite that you are today. All right? Maybe with just a little bit of a different face, a little bit of a different name, and maybe even a little bit of different of a skin complexion, but you're the same person at the end of the day. All right? So, again, going back, Psalms 9:16, the Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higyon Selah. And these guys have been wicked. They've been wicked they've been wicked their whole lives, man. Their whole lives, their whole past lives, they've never changed, all right? It even talks about, this isn't necessarily talking about Esau, but talks about Esau's perpetual hatred. All right, these people have Esau has had his perpetual hatred the most out of everybody. But these devils, man, they've hated us for a long time too. All right, they've hated us for a long time too. I won't say devils because we usually use that for the Edomites, but these are devils too. They're wicked demons, man. These Elamites, all right, and they're hey, man, like I said, no sympathy for some wicked people that are over there. There's a lot of idol worship going on. They're all into that idol worship. They're all into those weird festivals. Hey, man, they can get it. So the wicked are snared in the wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higyon Selah. Right. So they did it to themselves. All right, they did it to themselves. So let's go and get Amos 3 and 6. All right, let's get that. All right, Amos 3 and verse 6. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? It says, Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets." And that's the thing. That's why a lot of people, there's another scripture that says, evil men understand not judgment, roughly paraphrasing, right? So these are the people, they don't really understand why these things are going down. They don't understand why their mother or brother or sister or cousin was judged. They don't understand, why this judgment could possibly take place. Okay, but it's because they don't understand, man. But the Lord reveals his secret unto his servants the prophets. But he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets, as it says. So, but it's not revealed unto them, man. So they don't know. They don't understand. They don't get it. All right, they just don't get it. So, like it says, going back up to verse 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? You got to realize this is right here in the Bible. You get Christians, Mormons, and Jehovah's Witnesses, and all these different people, and Seventh-day Adventists, and all these different people. When wickedness happens, they're not quick to attribute it to the Lord. They would never say, "Oh, the Lord did those things." They'd be quick to say, "Oh, somehow some outside force did it," whether it was Satan or the devil, or sometimes the Lord just doesn't intervene, or whatever they want to say. All right, they try to get away around it without saying. They don't want to explicitly tell you that the Lord is the one who's killing. All right, if there's wickedness in a city, the Lord's doing it. All right, if there was all of a sudden an earthquake or a fire, the Lord's the one that did that. It wasn't Satan. Satan didn't sneak around and do it. All right, it wasn't man. You can't attribute it to man. All right, that would make it seem like man's more powerful than the Lord if he was able to do that. It's the Lord that did it. And people say, "Oh, well, if you're saying it's the Lord," because they have the something paradox. They say, "Oh, does the Lord know about sin?" Well, if he does, can he stop it? And if he can't, then he's weak. Well, if he can stop it and he's not stopping it, then that means he's an evil God, right? That's that one. What is that? They call it. They have a name for. I'm not gonna even look at it because it's fucking stupid. If you brothers and sisters want to go look at it or try to find it, I found it the other day across Reddit. Apparently, there's this theory or a paradox, right? And it's just like, no, that's just not how it works. You just don't understand, man. They're trying to say that the Lord's evil. The Lord's not evil, but he does evil, all right, onto those people that are doing wickedness themselves, okay? And that's not called being wicked. That's called repayment, all right, payback, all right, justice. And I understand that, you people think it's wicked because you don't understand what justice is. But justice is not wicked, all right? You guys did wicked. It gets paid back. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That's just how it goes. You guys did the wickedness, and you had no problem with it. But now when the Lord's paying you back, oh, if the Lord did that, the Lord's evil. Well, but you weren't evil when you did it? See, it doesn't make any sense, man. So let's go and get the next article. Let's get the next article. So this is the big one, man. Check this out. Over 670 people died in a massive Papua New Guinea landslide, UN estimates, and survivors seek safety. So they're saying, this is an estimate, that there's 670 people dead. I said the official number, I think, was like 100 and something. Let's see if we can find it. But yeah, so that, let's see. We'll read it. So over 670 people died in a massive Papua New Guinea landslide, UN estimates, as survivors seek safety. I'd play it, but of course, it's on the phone, and I'd have to turn it, and it would mess everything all up, and I wouldn't be able to hear it. So, unfortunately, I'll try to play a little bit, see if it even plays. Here you go. I'll let y'all watch it.
One whole community that was situated at the foot of the mountain had been buried.
I don't know necessarily what he's saying. Like I said, I can't hear it. I don't got headphones or nothing like that. And I also don't know how bad Papua New Guinea looked originally anyway. So, who knows? There's a little bit of the video for you, but let's go ahead and read it. It says, Melbourne, Australia, the International Organization for Migration on Sunday increased its estimate of the death toll from a massive landslide in Papua New Guinea to more than 670 as emergency responders and traumatized relatives gave up hope that any survivors will now be found. Saran Aktoprak, oh damn, that's one name right there, says the chief of the UN Migration Agency's mission in the South Pacific island nation said the revised death toll was based on calculations by Yambali Village and Engi provincial officials that more than 150 homes have been buried by Friday's landslide. The previous estimate had been 60 homes, so that's quite a significant increase in numbers, right? It says they are estimating that more than 670 people are under the soil at the moment, Aktoprak told the Associated Press. That's wild, man. That's crazy. It says local officials had initially put the death toll on Friday at 100 or more, Only 5 bodies and a leg of the 6th victim had been recovered by Sunday when an excavator, Slovakia, donated by a local builder, became the first piece of mechanical earth-moving equipment to join the recovery effort. It says, bear with me. Slovakia. So, it says relief crews were moving survivors to safer ground on Sunday as tons of unstable earth and tribal warfare, which is rife in Papua New Guinea highlands, threatened the rescue effort. Tribal warfare. So here it is. You have that shows you, man, how much wickedness is going there. Here it is. You trying to rescue these people. You have fucking tribal warfare going on. Trying to get out of our land, or how whatever it is. Get out of our land. I think they're like Asians over there, kind of, almost. I don't know. They're over there by Indonesia, I think. So these people they're wicked, man. Tribal warfare. You're getting jabbed with sticks and shit. All right, when you're trying to get by. Hey, but man, that's just how it goes, man. Just how it goes. It says around 250 additional houses have been condemned since the landslide because of still shifting ground, leaving an estimated 1,250 people homeless, officials said. The national government, meanwhile, is considering whether it needs to officially request more international support. It says crews have given up hope of finding survivors under earth and rubble 6 meters, 20 to 26 feet deep. People are coming to terms with this, so there's a serious level of grieving and mourning, Actoprak said. He said the new estimated death toll was not solid because it was based on an average size of the region's families per household. He would not speculate on the possibility that the actual toll could be higher. So it could be a little bit lower, it could be a little bit higher, right? So, it says it's difficult to say. We want to be quite realistic, Actoprak said. We do not want to come up with any figures that would inflate the reality. So they're supposed to be pretty accurate numbers. They don't want to make it seem too low or too high. So who knows? It says government authorities were establishing evacuation centers on safer ground on either side of the massive swath of debris that covers an area the size of 3 to 4 football fields and has cut the main highway through the province. Besides the blocked highway, convoys that have transported food, water, and other essential supplies since Saturday to the devastated village, 60 kilometers from the province capital, 35 miles, from Wabag, have faced risks related to tribal fighting in Timatani's village. Maybe it's actually like that, like how they have like the African guerrillas. It's tribal, but it's not with like when I think tribal, I think sticks and stones. Maybe they have guns. Who knows? That says about halfway along the route, Papua New Guinea soldiers were providing security for the convoys. It says 8 locals were killed in the clash between 2 rival clans on Saturday and a long-standing dispute unrelated to the landslide. See, just more judgment. It says around 30 homes and 5 retail businesses were burned down in the fighting, local officials said. So, I'm not going to keep on reading. We pretty much got it. It's just, a bunch of, we'll read this. It said this could basically end up in carjacking or robbery. So, now we're in a situation where there could be, carjackings and robberies happening, which is completely just ridiculous. All right? Completely just ridiculous. Hey, man, that's just judgment. That's just judgment. We got a couple more scriptures there, and we're going to go ahead and close out. I'll read these two. I'm not going to read too many of these. I've been having these for a while, but we got, look, hot weather poses new risk as thousands remain without power after deadly Houston storm. We got, look, 20 tornadoes in 3 states wreak havoc, kill multiple people in Iowa. Some in Houston's facing no power for weeks after storms cause widespread damage, killing at least 4. Another one, arrest made in Florida bus crash that left at least 8 dead and dozens injured. And I just wanted to clear those out because I had those a while for the Judgment Report. And just look, man, there's so much judgment going on, and it's the Lord. And people continue to do wickedness. They continue to be non-repentant. Jake don't care. Jake could care less. All right. So let's get what are we here? Isaiah 45 and 7. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and get it real quick. So Isaiah 45 and 7 reads, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So there again, right there, plain as can be, right in front of you that the Lord's doing these things, all right? It's not that it's Satan doing these things. It's none of those things. If you're not on the right terms with the Lord, hey, man, you can get it, okay? You can get it. So let's get Revelation 22 and 11. And down through 12, it says, he that is unjust. So this is for the people that want to keep on doing wickedness, man. You're just all you're doing is it's gonna come back on you. You know, remember that saying in elementary school, had the kids used to say, I'm rubber, you're glue, all the insults you throw on me bounce off me and come back to you. Well, think about that in a spiritual sense. You're like glue, man. All that wickedness you throw out, it's gonna bounce off, whoop, come back, whoop, and stick right back to you. And you say, why is it happening to me? Well, you were fine when you were doing wickedness to other people or being wicked in your life, but now you don't. Why is there wickedness happening to me? Because you were being wicked. Revelation 22 and verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. According as your work shall be. You want to be evil? Guess what? What kind of reward are you going to get? An evil reward. All right, if you're going to be good, guess what type of reward you're going to get? A good reward. All right, but you can't be surprised when here it is, you've been cooking up a cake in the oven, and all of a sudden, that timer goes off, ding, and you pull out a cake. Well, no shit, Sherlock, You've been cooking this cake this whole time. You're going to be surprised when you pull a cake out? Well, that's what you're making. That's what you're setting up for yourself. Did all the ingredients to make a cake, and now when the cake comes out, you're upset. Well, if you didn't want the cake, shouldn't have made it. The Psalms 37. I must have typed something wrong. Oh yeah, I absolutely did. Psalms 37 and 28. For the Lord loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever. Okay, those that are in this truth, those that the Lord is thoroughly dealing with, the elect, right, are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever. So which one of those sounds better? Does it sound better to dwell forever and be helped? All right, or how did it go? Psalms 37:28. Let me go get it again. Let me get it one more time. I forgot how it necessarily said it. Psalms 37:28. For the Lord loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. So what sounds better, to be preserved forever or to be cut off? Sounds better to be preserved forever to me. But hey, man, to each their own. Maybe some people think it's better to be cut off. Not us, though. So that's been the Judgment Report. A little bit of a shorter one, but it was just 2 articles today. So Lord willing, it was edifying. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, type them down below, as long as it's not something stupid, because we don't deal with no stupid comments, right? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwedash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until the next one, Lord willing, Shalom.